Oh, you welcome back to the channel. Now before we go any further, I need some help. So I've been looking at the stats for my channel, and they've kind of fallen off a cliff because I didn't make a video for about 10 days. And it means that instead of being at something like 3,600 watch hours, my aim is to get to 4,000. I've dropped back to something like 3,300 because a month of those stats in the rolling year have fallen off. So it means I'm massively on the back foot, but also the people watching, the views, I think something like 70% are from people who aren't subscribed. So please hit subscribe, please hit like, and that's it really. That was my call for help. Anyway, that'd be amazing, thank you. Also, in just the life of driving a crusty old 911, which my wife has now driven a couple of times because we don't have any other car that we can use every day, stuff is happening. Like, those wipers are so loud and I keep forgetting to buy new ones, so I need to just go down to the shop and get some. I could do something really easy and get them online, but you know, I do quite like going to the shop. And also, I have broken completely the little Carrera thing on the sill. Just getting in now, I crushed it by closing the door. It basically catches on my foot and it flicks up a bit. And then when I close the door, it just got crushed. So I've now to pull it off. I need to get a new one. I'll probably get one for the other side as well. So I need to clean that up. But again, it's probably going to be one of those things where it's just not going to get done for absolutely ages. But I'm glad I've got the MOT. I need to go and get some tires for the back because it's now winter and my wife is driving the car, so I want it to be as safe as possible. I am not one of those people who goes out and gets winter tires. I won't be doing that. And the other thing I wanted to talk about was things like trying to sell a car on eBay and Auto Trader. It's just a minefield. And I've just watched a video, Usman, thank you for sending that to me, which was a recent video from It's Joel, the channel. It's quite a good channel and it's quite a big channel. And I think he has the same problem. He's got obviously like 60,000 subscribers or something, but you know, he gets most of his views from people who aren't subscribed. But I guess it doesn't matter. Once you go over 1,000, does it matter that people are subscribed? No, it's all about the views. So I guess, I don't know. I should research that a bit more. But anyway, it's about people, you know, just bidding, inflating the price of your car, and then either putting genuine buyers off, and then when they win, they just don't respond, and then somehow they're still able to leave you a negative bit of feedback. Now, that's not happened to me, but it has on some other stuff, where someone's just putting comments or sending you messages saying, oh no, you've done that wrong, you don't know this, you don't know that, and you're there going, well actually I do, are you buying it or not? So they're just trying to start an argument, and then people bid and bid and bid, and then you're there going, oh, I don't think my object is worth that much, and then they win and no one contacts you, so you have to put it back on. And then people see it come back on, and the genuine bidders think, oh, there's something dodgy about that, someone won that, and they probably don't want to, they probably saw it and thought it was rubbish. Anyway, so, and also, you know, I bought my Boxster off eBay, and it's not, I did it just completely cold, and I don't blame the person who sold it to me, but, you know, if I'd seen it, I probably wouldn't have bought it, and now it's just sat there, like I said before, sweating. Because the carpet's wet, so I don't want to wrench on it because I've got no garage. And in fact, the next video might be my first video about starting the garage project. So I've got the plans. I'll show the plans in that video as well. Got the planning permission, and so where we live, it's grade 2 listed, so I've you know, it's difficult to get planning permission. You've got to go through heritage and things like that, and also I'm decorating, so you know, and decorating is a house that old is, it's not like decorating a modern house where you take something out, put something new in, like a kitchen or a bathroom, or you know, you repaint the walls, or you do a bit of filler. There you scratch at the surface of something and you go, oh my god, I wish I hadn't done that, the wiring's all wrong, or I have to strip the plaster off the whole wall because they don't breathe like normal walls. They need to breathe. Unlike modern buildings, which are all about making it waterproof, these you have to be able to let them breathe, so moisture has to be able to get in and out. So it's just going on and on and on, and now it's Christmas, and I haven't started looking for a job yet. I should really do that. And for some reason, I'm not sleeping. I'm so tired at the moment. I feel like I didn't sleep at all last night. I don't know what it is. But anyway, what I'm going to try and do is do more videos, but I want to vary the content. A lot of them will just be me rambling in the car, which I think you guys are used to. But also, I think I'm going to do more about this garage build, but it's just, is everybody else having the problem with, you know, builders and materials and not being able to get hold of people and everyone being so busy, and also silly things like I need to get a cat flap fitted. So on the decorating front, I'm decorating our lounge. Now I have to decommission the lounge so we're not using it, because I'm going to create dust. I want to put chemicals on the wall to peel the paint off, because the previous people put plastic vinyl paint up because they thought they were stopping the moisture getting in, but they should have let it come in, because now the walls are just sweating instead of just being able to breathe. Moisture come in, go out, dry by themselves. They're just holding the moisture. So it means that when it's when we have the heating on, it's warm, there's just condensation on the walls, and then there's mold, and then there's all sorts. So I've got to take the paint off the walls. So I'm going to use this thing called peel away. So I haven't used it yet, I haven't fully read the instructions, but you put this alkali type paste up onto the wall, you put it all over the wall, and then you apply a sheet over the top of it, and you leave it for 24 to 48 hours. And then you peel it off, and it should take all of the paint off, and it means if there's lead paint or anything like that, there's no dust, there's no particles, it all comes off in one piece, in theory. Now, what I've got to do is, as part of that, I've got to obviously decommission the lounge, because my children can't play in there, we can't sit in there because there'll be chemical smell, a mess, whatever. So we've got like a playroom for my children, and we're going to move the television in there, and so that's going to be our main lounge. But the problem is, for me, not for anybody else, is our kitten isn't fully allowed in and out the house yet. So she goes out for a couple of hours every day, only as of this week. Now, the cat litter is in the playroom, and when the cat does a number two, oh my god, the smell is like, honestly, it's so disgusting. I don't know why it affects me more than anybody else. And to me, the food smells the same, which kind of makes sense, because, you know, it goes in and comes out. But so that's in that room. So I have got to organise getting a cab flap fitted into a double glazed window panel. So I need to do that, so it's cut out, the window panel, the right size hole, and then sealed, so it's still a double glazed sealed panel. I need to get that done. So I need to get that done urgently. I'm going to phone them up today and see. I think they come out and do it. They just take the panel out, the glass panel, the pane, and then they cut it out, put the cap flap in, and you're good to go. So I need to phone them. I need to phone the builder about the garage. So it's that kind of stuff happening at the moment. Now I need to make more videos, and I want it to be about Porsches. I want it to be about my Boxster. I can't have it about my 912 because, you know, the roads are salted. It's all just a little bit gross out, and the car isn't waterproof. I've got nowhere to keep it. Because on a day like today, where it's wet, I wouldn't take it out. But on some days where it's not wet and it's not bitterly cold and there's not that much salt on the roads, I would take it out. If I could then just put it back into my garage, keep an eye on all the bits that might rust, and then keep it clean and keep it rust free. But at the moment, none of that's happening. I'm literally just driving this car. I still need to buy a family car, even though I think this is a family car. So that's the next step. Anyway, that was the update. So be prepared for some slightly random videos, and I'm going to start a series on the garage build. But I think it's going to be slow and stuttered because of the way things are with building work. So that's the next stage. I'm sure there was something else that I wanted to say. And on the podcast front, I do want to start a podcast. That's going to be more random, but I need to talk to a few people. I need to think about getting some kit, and the MG is sold. The MG sold probably about 3 days ago. It sold for £6,400. Doesn't seem a lot for the journey of 23 years, but you know, it is what it is. Now that 6,400 obviously is just going to go into the family coffers. I can't do anything with that money because, you know, I've not been contributed to the family coffers because I've literally got no money. My credit card's maxed out, my overdraft's maxed out. But that 6,400 is actually a lot less. So I paid for the concierge service at the market, and that's £474. So that means I just drop the car off, they clean it, they take the photos, they do the write-up, they do the viewings, they do all of that. And they store the car during the auction, so you don't have nothing to do with it. Then it's 5% commission on top, plus the VAT, so that was another £600, something like that. So it's basically it's about £1,000 that's cost. So I've probably got 5,400 is probably what I've made. Not made, having had the car and spent, you know, probably about £10,000 on it over the time of 23 years, which I think is bloody good. It's, you know, it is what it is. I just hope somebody else can enjoy it. And I hope you checked out the photos, because I think it's never looked so good. So I'm kind of pleased that's done with, but I haven't had the payment yet. So let's hope that happens in the next couple of days, and then I can just go, sorry about the wipers, and then I can just go, well, I shouldn't do that in the rain. And then so I'm down to 3 Porsches, 911, Boxster, 912. Now if all those were working perfectly, I'd think, oh, that's pretty cool. But I am a little bit nervous about having one with the Boxster with no traction control. And especially after I spun it like that, even though that was to do with the suspension and the brakes and everything. But I don't know what I'm going to do with that. We'll wait until spring, unless something drastic happens in the meantime. Anyway, I've rambled on way too much. My videos are all about the rambling, and I feel like it needs to be about something else, because I'm not really getting the views, I'm not really getting the subscribers, so I need to think about something different to do, you know. And I don't have the contacts or the money to do, you know, a chrome wrap Lamborghini Aventador with flames coming out of the exhaust. Anyway, while I go past these roadworks, thank you for watching. Please hit subscribe, like, comment, all of those things, and I'll catch you on the next video. Thank you.